Hello everyone and welcome to my course. My name is Жанна Бугибаевна and I am a teacher of English at Kazakh University of Technology and Business. So today we are talking about indefinite and definite articles in English. So if you are ready, let's begin. First of all, let's talk about the basic uses of articles a, an, and the. So here let's look at the three basic use of indefinite articles. First of all, so firstly, use a or an when you mention something or someone for the first time. For example, I saw a rainbow yesterday, or I consulted an optician yesterday. Secondly, use a and an to show that someone or something is one of a group. For example, it was a magnificent rainbow. It means here one among all magnificent rainbows. Or next example, he is an optician in London. It means one among all opticians in London. Thirdly, use a or an when you say about someone's job is. For example, my mom is a nurse, or Fred is an engineer. So how to decide if it is a or an? As you know, use a before all consonant sounds, including the sounds y as you, w as we, and h as he. Here's examples: a book, a dog, a hotel, a university, a yellow bag, a week. Use an instead of a when the next word begins with a vowel sound. For example, an apple, an egg, an ice cream, an orange, an umbrella, an hour. When we don't use a and an, so we don't use a and an with uncountable nouns, like rice, milk, information, and etc. You can use some instead of. For example, I ate rice yesterday. Or you may say like this, I ate some rice yesterday. And you don't use with plural nouns. For example, I ate some cherries yesterday. Or you may say like this, I ate cherries yesterday. So turn to definite article the. So let's look at four basic uses of this article. The first, use the after you have already mentioned someone or something for the first time, or if the context tells the listener which object or person you are talking about. For example, the rainbow was beautiful. Here it means that I saw yesterday in the context. Or you may say, the optician examined my eyes. It means here, the optician that I consulted yesterday examined my eyes. Here, that is why we use the. Or another example is, the examination that the optician did was very long. Clear? So note, the is used for uncountable and plural nouns too. For example, the rice that I ate yesterday was delicious. The cherries that I ate yesterday were tasty. So if we don't use a and an with uncountable and plural nouns, vice versa, the definite article the is used for both uncountable and plural nouns too. So next, use the when there is only one of someone or something. For example, the British Prime Minister visiting Japan, or the internet has brought people closer. use the. Thirdly, use the with superlative adjective. For example, Everest is the highest mountain on earth. Or, we forgot the most interesting point. Number 4, use the with some adjectives to talk about the groups of people. For example, the rich do not know how the poor live. Or, we must look after the elderly. So in these cases, we use definite article the. So let's turn to the pronunciation of the article the. So how to pronounce the article the? Pronounce it as the before all consonant sounds, including sounds y as you, w as we, h as he. So here is examples: the book, the door, the hotel, the week, the university. Second pronunciation. Pronounce it as the when the next word begins with a vowel sound. For example, the apple, the egg, the ice cream, the orange, the umbrella, the hour, the interesting point. So here are some examples or some exercises to do it for yourself. Choose a, an, or the when necessary to complete these sentences. The first, Laura has got very old car. What kind of article should be here? Next, I have news for you. What do you think? What kind of article should be here? The next one, I think headmaster is angry with me. The fourth one, this is united community. Fifth, is there an E at the end of your name? Sixth, she used to work as accountant. Seventh, there are birds in those trees. Eighth one, would you like milk in your tea? Ninth, these are oranges you brought yesterday. 10th one, is your telephone number 987-321? No, there is 1 before 8. So you have to complete with the articles when is necessary, a, an, or the. I'll give you 2 minutes. Thank you. Let's turn next. So when we don't use the article the, first one, when we speak about people or things in general, for example, opticians prescribe glasses, or information is money. Second situation, with sports, subjects of study, and meals. For example, I'm not keen on jogging or basketball. He has decided to study law instead of history. What shall we do for lunch? Thirdly, with proper nouns including names of people, companies, cities, countries, continents, languages, special days, elements, and etc., we don't use the article the. For example, Simon has 4 children. I've never been to Europe. So, in these situations, we don't use the article the. But here are some exceptions. So, exceptions, proper nouns that need the. Countries whose names include words like kingdom, states, or republic, or have plural nouns as their names, we use article the. For example, the United Kingdom, the Irish Republic, the United States, the Philippines. Second one, geographical features such as mountain ranges, rivers, and seas. For example, the Amazon, the River Thames, the Red Sea. Number 3, newspapers, for example, the Telegraph, the Herald Tribune. Number 4, well-known buildings or works of art, for example, the Taj Mahal, the Mona Lisa, and also with families, the Simpsons. We use the article the. So also we have some mixed categories. It means these following categories sometimes need the definite article the, and sometimes we don't need the article the. Organizations, for example, some organizations need the. You have to remember it, the Red Cross, the European Union, but some others don't need the. Amnesty International, Greenpeace. We don't use here the definite article the. Note, if the abbreviation has become an acronym, the is dropped. For example, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. Here we don't use article the. Also, with some universities, we use the, but some of them, they don't need the. For example, if the name starts with university, the is needed. The University of Bath. But the name, when the name does not start with university, the is dropped. Oxford University, Harvard, for example. Also, musical instruments. In British English, the is commonly used. I play the piano, we say. But in American English, the might be dropped. And you may hear such kind of sentence, I play piano. Transport. If you use by, there is no the. Go by train, go by metro. Otherwise, you must use the. Take the train, use the metro. Places. The following places don't need the. For example, home, work, school, university, bed, church, hospital, jail. Here's an example. He is at university. We went to church, we say. Otherwise, the is necessary. He is at the dentist. We went to the cinema. And with numbers, with cardinal numbers, the is not necessary. Room 305 or paragraph 8. But with ordinal numbers, the is necessary. The 3rd floor or the 8th line. So here are the exercises for students to do it in 2, 3, or 5 minutes. The first is, he used to play volleyball when he was in secondary school. So you have to complete with definite or indefinite articles, a, and, or the. Second one, is Netherlands part of EU, European Union? The third, she has decided to study political science. Number 4, I managed to get on train just before it left. Number 5, it seems that current inflation has its employed hard. Number 6, how do languages evolve? Number 7, if I were you, I wouldn't read Daily Mail. Number 8, Have you been to Eiffel Tower in Paris? Number 9. He's been sent to jail for second time. Number 10. Is he at office? No, he's at home. So, I'll give you 5 minutes to do it. So, that is all for today. I hope you'll enjoy. Thank you. See you next week.